guys, welcome to the Indian Racing League Division 2 race at Zandvoort. Joining me in the comms box is Chips.
Hello, everyone.
So, Chips, this was, like you said, first race we commented last season on, joined together.
Yes.
So, it's like a one season anniversary for us right now. And it was quite an interesting race last time. And the man in P2, Ahif, went on to finished P2 in the race, went on to win the championship. Who do you place your bets on for the podium for this race?
I think, as we saw last season, we had a very committed. Both Ferraris were really fast, and those were the likes of Ahif and Thakurva. So I'm gonna put my bet on Thakurva being on the podium at least, if not taking the top spot. But yeah, I feel like he's a bit confident around here. He showed that last season, so I expect him to be on the podium.
All right. So as of now, we have the cars coming out one by one. Meanwhile,
Yeah, Mosquito is retired, so he had believe had a quali ban. So we have traffic is a bit of a problem around here. Like when you're on your cooldown lap and somebody's on their hot lap, you can often tend to impede them. So
that is
although we
true,
are
and
seeing
as we
fun,
saw in FP2, I think it was Hamilton and Science who had a pretty close call. But then I think, as like as it was said in the by the stewards during FP2 as well, is that it's just the track and the way it is that it's almost blind into every second corner here, and it's really hard for the driver in front or the driver who's coming from behind to really judge as to what's going on in front.
that is true. So I think we should be seeing, hopefully, not too many incidents like that. Should we go onward with Shrikant Das? I believe he's the
Yep,
first
you
car.
can take us away.
So crossing the line, DRS wide open, 300 kph. Does he brake late for turn 1? He brakes, I believe, perfectly. He takes a bit too much of the inside curve, but yeah, I think that slowed him down a bit. Turn 2 and 3, smooth. Oh, he goes a bit deep there in that corner. We have a yellow flag, stray yellow flag, I'm not sure. Banked corner, he takes the inside line. That is not usually. It would be interesting to note how the drivers take different lines. So as he ends sector 1, it's 25.4. If that's decently competitive, this could well be a banker. Uh, he seems to be struggling in this section where you need a bit more downforce. I feel like his turn-ins are a bit compromised because you can see him struggle a bit to put the throttle down and approaching the second DRS straight. Yeah, you can make out he's having to make multiple corrections on his steering. So yeah, he ends sector 2 50.7. I think we might see that eclipse soon enough. And yeah, I feel like he's struggling a bit. We have a yellow flag, we have a retiree, Abdul Samad. Penultimate corner, he seems to have it under control, so I believe he's running a bit low. Did he lift off the throttle? The DRS open, and that is a lap time of 1 minute 12.8. I believe that's a banker. He needs to go for another run.
So I think that time is going to come down. We have Raman crossing the line who does a 112.3
Presley,
followed by a Ferrari of
Thakurva,
111.9. That is a
Harshi,
one that is quite
Redstone.
a, and Redstone goes at 111.9 as well. Wow.
That's very close between them. It's about
Well,
two
Sid
tenths.
Venkatesh and Captain
Oh,
Sandu does
Captain
a
Sandu.
111.7. So the times are coming by quick and fast now. We have another Alfa Romeo just about to cross the line. Abhi, who goes, sorry, it was the ace.
I would like to mention I can see some specks of rain. I think it's drizzling, so drivers have to come out fast. So the likes of Viper Speed, URL Pradeep, and Abhi have to come out on track if they want to set a representative lap time before the rain
Yep, it
comes
is. It
down.
is. It is coming down now. I can see it on board Redstone that there are the drops of rainfall. So
Yeah.
I mean, I hope not, but I don't think we're going to see an improvement in the times.
Oh, that won't be very good for us because that's
Well,
we have about 13 minutes
I
left.
mean, if you remember Munna Bhai, well, this is like Circuit going into the room and saying, "ये तो शुरू होते ही खत्म हो गया."
Yeah, pretty much. I think we're gonna have Oxidize on a lap. Ah, he's struggling, so इसका
Yep,
lap शुरू होने से पहले खत्म ना हो जाए. I hope so. So Oxidize DRS open. I think that they can still
on
they
board with
can set a
Oxidize now
decent.
into turn one.
Very cautious. Yeah, actually, I think he has to be cautious. Look at the rain. What's
That is
coming?
true,
And
but he is pushing. Let's
Oxidize.
see. Hopefully, there is just enough grip for him to
There's
put
a
in a
car
decent
behind
lap.
him. There's a car right on his gearbox. It's a Alpha. No, sorry, it's an
It's an
Aston
Aston
Martin
Martin. I
Harshey.
think it's Hershey. Yeah, it's Hershey.
Yeah, it is. It is. So 25-3 for Oxidize. He seems to be in control of his car. So we were on board with Shrikant, I believe. Yeah, we were on board with Shrikant, and he seemed to struggle in this section. Oxidize seems to have a better setup, I believe, for the corners, but I think
Did
it's
you
a
25-3 by Oxidize?
yeah, it was 25-3 by Oxidize. Yeah.
Okay. That is quite a competitive sector time compared to the rest of the field right now. So I don't think the rain is down very heavy right now.
Yeah, and Oxidize, I think by nature, Oxidize, his driving is quite smooth as compared to Shrikant's because
That
Shrikant was
is
struggling in
true.
the middle sector. So I think this could be a potential top 7, top 8. I think, yeah.
I think he's
I
going to
think
go
he's
P3.
top 8. Oh, Abhishek's P1. Wow, and
Oh,
Oxidize
and
goes
Oxidize is
P10.
P10. Damn. I think he
Alright,
lost it in
so
the last part of the corner there. But so that does make me believe that the track is still there. We have Redstone out on his out lap. Meanwhile, Abhishek's who put in a 111.5.
yeah, Abhishek, I was just going to mention that I think he put a banker of a 113 or something because I think, had to back off. But that's a phenomenal effort. He's 2 tenths clear of Captain Sandhu, and well, he's quite comfortably ahead. So Abhishek has been one of the stars of the season. He has been very consistent, very fast, and yeah, he's
That
always
that
been
is true.
on
Captain
top.
Sandhu and Abhishek, both of them for that matter, they've really been at
Yeah,
it in qualifying at least. Abhishek did convert his did win did I mean almost one spa I think I
yeah.
don't remember what
Last lap.
happened there,
It was the
but
penultimate lap.
I mean apart from the race pace, he's been at it or at qualifying, and that is the characteristic of most drivers when they join the league. You know, even I mean for me also, I remember I used to do well in qualifying and then crash out, and then it takes a season for you to get used to it.
Yeah, so consistent building up the consistency is not always the
Meanwhile,
easiest thing to do.
sorry to
Yeah,
cut you off, Chips. On board with Redstone now on his hot
yeah.
lap.
I was just gonna
Let's see
say the
what he
same.
can do in
So
first sector. And he is down on his
he's
time by almost 2 tenths.
I
Let's
think
see
the
if he
rain
can put
is
it together.
starting to affect the drivers now. Doesn't seem to be in a very
Took a little bit of that inside curve, which put
yeah,
his car
exactly.
towards the out again.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
Thakur
there's
was
a
out. Oh,
Meanwhile, I
odd,
just
and we're gonna see.
see VFix saying if Smith doesn't get pole after those drills, it's shambles. Well,
Oh,
lot
Thakur
of
was winged it in a very odd place. That was not the most ideal place, but yeah, Smith is also right there. He's P6. He could
lot of
still
bonus
get
on
the
that Alpha
surprise.
Tauri driver from the Alpha Tauri companion he has in.
Redstone does not improve.
Yeah, he's heating up his tires. I don't know if he's.
I think he's out of battery
Yep.
because
And it's
I think he's
impossible to recharge your battery on a cooldown lap in Zandvoort. For whatever reason, the
yeah.
game just doesn't let you have enough battery again.
Yeah, I think it's actually not. It's one of the more difficult tracks. It's a very technical track. You have corner right after corner, so like there are very few straights over here. Like where
That
you
is
can.
true. I mean, it's technically just one straight.
Exactly. The second one, I don't think you can call it a straight per se. Smith, meanwhile, I'm just on board with him. He is very close to his time. He's down by about a tenth and a half, so he could potentially improve, go P5, or let's see. It all depends on this final corner. So DRS has still not been disabled, and in this game, the DRS is still at the wrong place compared to real life. In real life, they moved it back by about 300 meters. Is it?
He's
Oh,
going
Smith is
into
on
the
an in
yeah.
lap.
They've
That
moved
was a
it
very
by
fast in lap for him.
300 meters, yeah, but I think that was a pretty last minute. I mean, not, I wouldn't say last minute, a pretty, the game wouldn't have been able to incorporate that.
Yeah, I think so. You're right. So we have Abhishek starting his lap. So our provisional pole sitter is going on another lap. Does he think he has more left to give? Can he improve? So he seems to have it under control. Most seem to have it under control. It's not like they're really like struggling to keep the car on track. I think this should not be very difficult for them to like marginally improve. Abhishek is down by a tenth, but let's follow him. So
I think that's the trend. You know, you lose a tenth in the first sector and then you keep losing time because it becomes much more technical and the grip is always going away with the rain.
yeah, that is. I think that is a trend you have to unfortunately be wary of. Wipe. Alright, so we have Abhi and URL Pradeep who have decided not to set a time. We have Abhishek is down by 3 tenths. I don't think there's going to be a representative lap. So I think we're going to see drivers give up very soon. We have the likes of SSN, Shrikant. Oh, we have multiple drivers coming on their out laps. So I still see the rain, but it's not as predominant as I expected.
Yeah, Abhishek's also a very quick out lap and an in lap rather.
Yeah.
So I think that's about it from qualifying. It looks like Chips. Doesn't look like anyone else is going to be venturing out in the open. Where Oxidize is just about to start his lap now.
Yeah, I think this is.
If you can take us away on Oxidize's lap now.
He went a bit too deep. Is he on a hot lap? I'm not very sure. So Oxidize through the bank turn. Doesn't seem to be going extremely rapid. Is he? I'm not sure if it's the conditions or if he's on a cool down lap, but or I think he's doing race runs rather. Yeah, he's 7 tenths down, so I don't think this is a particularly fast lap. And you can see, I think he's just trying to learn the track. He's down in P10. I don't think he expects to improve, and he goes very lap. Smith on an out lap. Smith, I believe, has begun his lap. Oxidize. No, I think he's just doing a race run. He's down by a second and a half. So, yeah, I think we can shift our focus to somebody else, maybe. Venkatesh down by 2 tenths, my bad.
On board with the number 69 AlphaTauri.
Smith?
Yep.
Yeah, Smith is 2.5 tenths down. So I think the conditions are not suitable for drivers to improve, and I think they're just going to struggle, as has been the trend in these past few minutes. We have seen drivers come out, do a quick lap, and then go back in. But yeah, I think so. The final qualifier, I think, for us is going to be Vipers. We have a yellow flag for who? I think that's an Alfa Romeo of Shrikant. Not sure. We are seeing stray yellow flags. I don't see drivers like stopping on track either. Smith through the final corner. He has that Aston of Hershey ahead of him, and Hershey decides to box. Smith decides to carry on. There's about 4.5 minutes left, and Smith stays P6, doesn't improve, and yeah, I don't see any potential improvements. We have Ramen out on track. We have Vintage out on track, and we have Hyperspeed. Vintage, I believe, yeah, once again, just like I believe Belgium, Spa, he didn't have a very good qualifying. His race was better, but yeah, his qualifying was not very. Abdul Samad left the session. What are we supposed to do about that?
I'll just send him.
I would suggest you don't. I would strongly suggest you don't. Last in Spa, Gaurav tried to invite Abdul, and his game crashed, stream crashed, and it was not very good. So, yeah, I think I will send an invite to Abdul from my side. Let me just do that. Yeah, I've sent an invite to Abdul. So Abdul was our first retiree.
Abdul really keeping those bugs alive in the game, is it?
Yeah. Oh, we have Sid who's chosen the intermediates. Is he planning to come out? Do you think it's worth driving around on the inters? He is coming out.
Yep. I mean, we are about to find out how that works out.
So I
Am
don't think
I?
it's
Do
yeah.
you think it is going to be a wet race now? Because I mean, I don't see why you would come out on the inters. Otherwise, you're not going to be faster at all.
I think this is just to have a bit of fun. Yeah, instead is sliding around. So I think based on the fact how fast they flew out of the pits, I don't think it's going to be a wet race. They loaded in the setups really fast and they came out on the softs and are setting decently competitive lap times. So I think it's going to be a dry race throughout. Although this is Codemasters F1, we can never expect anything straightforward from them.
That's true. Let's see. Hopefully, it is a dry race because, as we know, Zanderwood is not an easy track to drive on. And there's quite a lot of mixed feelings about this track with everyone. Some of them like it, some of them don't. Because it really does. And Hershey comments saying that it is ending with wet.
Oh, all right. That will be quite
Interesting.
interesting. That will be interesting to follow. So if you
VFix saying
remember,
that Sid is doing the mandated Pirelli tire test, but well,
yeah, exactly. So, what? Yeah, I wanted to mention that last year, not last year, sorry, last season's Division One race also had a very. It was a, I think it was a wet race towards the end. It became wet towards the end. We had
VFix, I
four
hope you
wets,
are going to be
three
doing
wets.
the mandated tire test for D1 tomorrow night. And make sure that you carry 10 laps of fuel and finish that 10 laps before you enter the pits. Much appreciated from all fellow D1 drivers, including Chips himself.
Yeah, I remember last season was really fun over here, and but yeah, this season we have really fast drivers. We have the likes of well yourself. We have Ahif. We have
I'm
Vifik.
sorry, we're
So
talking about World Opposite Day or
yeah,
something today.
so I think there's about a
Malav
minute
saying
left.
he's asked him to come out on the inters to do the test.
Yeah, I think
Malav
it's
really being,
essential.
I'm sure, I mean, I can imagine Malav being exactly same like Charles's engineer who's going to be out there asking Sid, which tire do you want to go on? Question. Do you think these tires will last 5 laps? Question.
That is top tier strategy. That is top
Yep.
tier strategy for this.
Give it all out on the radio so that all the teams know what you're doing.
Exactly. I think anonymity is overrated, anyways. I feel. So we have. All right, I think that's the end of Quali. We have Redstone on his outlap.
I mean,
Sid,
Chips, the end of Quali was after 2 laps of Quali.
yeah,
If you,
exactly.
because it hasn't shifted since.
So yeah, congrats to Abhishek for the pole position. And we have Pradeep on an outlap, but he's not gonna get to the line in time. No, he's on the second straight.
So
He's
there's
got a straight.
a certain
Yeah.
request from Azun to me and you, Chips. He's asking
Yeah,
me
I
for a
quickly.
PS5 and is asking you for free points. And there you have the universal engineer, race engineer Malav replying to him saying, "Shut up."
Yeah, most certainly.
Thanks, Malav. Thanks for cutting our work short from the comment section, not the commentary box. Sorry.
Thank
Guess
you.
you got
Much
thrown out of
obliged.
that.
Very obliged to you. And Sid Bits, and that is officially the end of qualifying
And we
for
are
Division Two
three,
here.
two, one.
One. I think we have to wait for him to
Yeah, that
reveal
Haas
the
takes a
garage.
little time, I think.
Yeah, Haas are known for their speedy work, as we saw in 21.
And we're
All right.
done. And that Haas turned grey color for some reason on my screen.
Yeah, Mercedes, probably.
Hmm.
So we have Abhishek's on pole by 2 tenths, over 2 tenths from Captain Sandhu. We have Redstone Derp in P3, Thakurva in P4, Wicked Wiki P5. He's about almost 5 tenths down. Smith Shah P6, Raman P7, Harshi P8, Sid Venkatesh P9, and Oxidize is completes the top 10. So after that, we have Shrikant Das, SSN, Vintage Player, Ace, Viper Speed as last driver to set a time. We have Abhi and Pradeep. and we have Abhi, Pradeep, Mosquito, and Abdul Samad who did not set a time. So yeah, I think we are in for a interesting race. I'm interested to see where the likes of how we have seen. I don't think we have seen very good luck come Redstone or Thakurva's way this season as of now. Thakurva especially has shown good pace, but I think he has had two DNFs, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it was Miami and Spa.
Not
Yeah, Miami
really
and Spa, he had a
sure.
DNF. Yeah, and Hershey, I must mention, Hershey has also been quite rapid. We saw in Australia, it was, yeah, the opening race, we saw him absolutely on it, rapid and committed. So, yeah, everyone here is out to win it. So, let's see. And
Yep.
yeah, as Hershey told us, it is a wet end to the race. So, oh, it's completely blue skies. So,
I hope Mr. Sud Venkatesh has turned on formation laps, or it's going to
yeah,
be a nice fest into turn one.
yeah, I do hope so. Yeah, so I think we have to wait till everybody readies up. What do you think? Do you think it's better to say underfuel here? Because I think we saw
I would, yeah,
last season we saw
it
a lot of
quite, I
safety
mean, you
cars.
see, exactly. I think you should underfuel here, which Malav can now tell Sid. But, oh, hello, boys. Hello, Gaurav.
Hello, Gaurav. We have Abdul Samad who's just rejoined in time for the race. So, welcome back, Abdul.
We don't miss you, Gaurav. I'm sorry, but we really don't.
Let's just go over the
Just
tires
being
once.
curious, Chips, how do you take your formation lap? Do you just belt it in the first two sectors, or like go slowly and then you know that you can, get your tire temperatures up in the last part where you're slotting onto the grid, or how is it that you do it now?
I tend to try to warm the tires all over the lap, so I don't see any point in going fast and then going slow. So I tend to be at a consistent pace all throughout, and yeah, just trying to warm the tires. I've actually struggled with car setup, I believe, because I always find the car very heavy in all around the track. So yeah, I feel its tire temps are very crucial, and yeah, setup is key.
I mean, to be
I
fair, the car will be heavy, Chips, but
Yeah, not in that
yep.
sense. Like even I would say end and lap. All right, let me just mention before we go into that, we have almost everyone on mediums apart from URL Pradeep, Shrikant Das, Sid Venkatesh, and
And
Smith.
Smith on the
So
hards. That's quite
yes, Smith, Sid, and Pradeep. So that's very interesting. I hope no one gets disqualified. I've been disqualified a
I
few
don't
times.
want to
Yeah, we have
say
Abhishek
any.
taking it very slowly, and Abhishek has lined up properly. Captain Sandhu taking it. We have look at the gap behind. I think it's who's that? Oxidize. Yeah,
Yeah,
Oxidize
and
is quite far back. He's taking his time. He's not. Yeah, he's taking his sweet time. That's fine. I hope we have everyone who's joined. We had Abdul Samad disconnected, who's still disconnected for some
so
reason.
I don't. Sid Venkatesh, Smith Shah, and Shrikant and URL Preet, the only one on different tires. And I believe the hards can go all the way to the wets. If I mean, this depending on how far the wet
I think
is
so. Yeah.
actually. But
So
trying to
I think we
find
have
a
the
good
last car on the
angle
grid.
now.
So yeah, you can take us to the race start. Oh, what's happening to Abdul's car? Okay, alright.
Trying to find a good,
Oh,
but there's no good.
alright. You can take us through.
And it's lights out and away we go. I do not have a good. I have one, and Abhishek has got a good start. Oh, and there's a Ferrari of Thakurva which has gone round. Oh, that was a little bit messy there.
So we don't have a safety car, but oh, Redstone's past Captain Sandhu.
He's
So
up
I
into
believe,
P2.
yeah, Thakurva made contact with either Wicked Vicky or Raman. We have a yellow flag for whom? Oh, we have Viper Speed not going the right way there. But yeah, Abhishek's comfortably in the lead there by over a second from Redstone, who is holding back a charging Captain Sandhu, Wicked Vicky in P4, Raman P5, Smith and Sid P6 and P7 on the hard tires, and Shrikant has made up a few places as well on those fresh soft tires. So as of now, the only it's unfortunate for Thakurva, who's gone from P4 down to P15. So Thakur has not had a very good start to this race, as was the case I think last week and the week before that. Not very sure. Yeah, Thakurva's races have not been going very well for him. His pace is being shadowed over, but yeah. Let's just switch our attention to Redstone. My bad, Abhishek, who crosses the line, and oh, we have a yellow flag. We have Shrikant. What's happened to him? He spun. Oh, at the penultimate corner, just before the bank turn. So Shrikant on those soft tires, not having the best grip there, but
so
we have another spinner of Viper speed. I hope he doesn't reset the track, and he has. What is he doing?
Putting together the position changes, we have Redstone gaining 1, Captain Sandhu losing 1, Wicked Vicky gaining 1, Raman gaining 2, Sid Venkatesh gaining 2, SSN gaining 3, Vintage Player 3 as well. Oxidize is losing a place where Ace has gained 2, GRL Mosquito has gained 5, URL Pradeep has gained 3, Shrikant the loser gaining, losing 4 places, Abdul Samad gaining 3, whereas Abhi, Thakurva, a Viper Speed and Thakurva down 15 places. It seems like he did have damage.
Thakurva's pitted for the hard. So
meanwhile, Abhishek is really pushing hard. He's almost 1.4 seconds ahead.
Yeah, he's gaining on Redstone. And Sandhu has a slight moment there. He lost his rear end there, but he kept it under control. So the penultimate corner and the final corner are venues where we are going to see a few spins. I think that's been the case since this track was introduced in 2020. But yeah, Abhishek is... Yeah, he's not letting Redstone come anywhere near him. He's almost 1.5 seconds clear. So smooth sailing for now. Let's focus on a battle further back. Is anyone battling? We have Hershey right behind Sid Venkatesh. Sid, of course, on those hards is not gonna have as much grip as Hershey on mediums. So through the first sector, Hershey seems to be feisty and looking to get past Sid, but I think for now he will have to stay back. He'll have to hold back, and Sid's teammate SSN is also not too far behind Hershey. He's also on the medium, so let's see. I think that's the closest battle on track at the moment. Never mind, I think it's... Never mind, Captain Sandhu is actually closer to Redstone, and this is the battle for P2. Redstone does not seem to be... we have a yellow flag for Shrikant, I believe that is. I think he's the only Alpha Romeo in this race, yeah. So I think Redstone is struggling a bit, maybe with tire temps or something, because he's falling back from Abhishek and he's falling into the clutches of Captain Sandhu. And look at the run Sandhu got out of the final corner. Can he make a move? He's holding the slipstream, and with battery, is he going to make a move? He gets the fastest lap, and Redstone sends... that was wheel banging between the two of them, but he holds on. Sandhu makes the move around the out. That was a very committed move by him. He sent one around the outside and kept his car on the track despite a bit of argy-bargy. They both swap places. Captain Sandhu up into P2, Redstone down to P3.
Yeah, but if you see Redstone's on board, you can see that Captain Sandhu is already out of VRS. It is lap 4 and he's out of VRS. So we could definitely make out why he was charging so fast behind Redstone. And
Sandhu is gaining on Abhishek. Slowly but steadily he is gaining. So I'm not sure, is Redstone trying to conserve?
He just has a moment there, Redstone. Saves the car there. But I mean...
the Wicked Vicky.
Truth be told, it might be better for Redstone to allow Captain Sandhu to gain on Abhishek and try attacking him and capitalize on that mistake. Meanwhile, you're right, the Alpine of Wicked Vicky is right on his tail.
But yeah, he's falling a bit further back. They are trying to get in each other's slipstream. We saw Redstone and Wicked Vicky. We have a yellow flag. We keep seeing regular yellow flags for Shrikant Das, who's not having a very good day, facing the wrong way, and who's down in P18. Although just to mention, we have no retirees at the moment, which is very good. We have Oxidize and Vintage battling.
Meanwhile, Thakur has made 2 stops.
Yeah, he stopped for the hards and then he stopped for the softs. I think he expects a early safety car. not very sure. But yeah, I would just like to mention that Sid and Smith are doing very well in P6 and P7 on those hard tires. They're doing a phenomenal job of holding off the medium runners.
That
So
is true.
well done to them. And Smith is not like losing incredible amounts of time to Raman. He is there or thereabouts. He is about 2 seconds behind. So I think, yeah, I think they're trying to play a team game here, despite not being in the same team. Uh, but yeah, I think Hershey must be getting annoyed at this point that he's not able to get past Sid, despite
Yep,
5 laps.
in another 4 or 5 laps, Hershey's mediums will become second hand compared to Sid's hards.
Yeah, and
But
Redstone. All right, Redstone is chasing Sandhu, but I think he's a bit too far back. Or is he? Does Redstone send one down the inside? No, he does not. But Sandhu goes a bit deep. Is Redstone gonna go for an opportunistic move? I don't think he is. But he now seems to have got a bit of his confidence back, Redstone.
yeah, but I mean,
Oh, we have a yellow flag once again for Shrikant. I don't think we need to
I
switch to
don't
that.
know what these guys are doing, but even
Just to
Redstone is down
mention,
on his ERS.
I would just like to mention Abhishek is about to lap his teammate Thakurva. It's lap 6. So this is, I don't know, Ferrari.
Yeah, this
I think this
Thakurva is
is
not going to like this at all.
it
Not
shows the
one
two
bit.
parallels of Ferrari's real life 2022 season. Whereas they can either be amazing or they can be nowhere. That's what
That
happens.
is true.
Thakurva, I think Thakurva is more. It's more attributed to bad luck for Thakurva as compared to.
Yeah, as I see from the comment
Yes.
section, Jin said that he got hit and there was absolutely nothing he could do. So yeah, that's hard luck for him there.
Yeah, I was trying to spectate him and he was struggling. Oh, we have Wicked Vicky right behind Redstone, and Redstone not too far from my bad. Captain
Meanwhile,
Sandhu.
sorry, going back to Sid, SSN, and Oxidize, they're right next to each other. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if SSN, I mean, Sid
We
made a
have
mistake or what. But SSN is going down the
Harshi's
inside of
first.
Sid Venkatesh here.
I think
Oxidize is
that's
also
a
there, but I think they
coordinated
stay
move.
calm.
Yeah, that's a coordinated move. I think the two Haas boys won't want to trouble each other too much. They are in the same team after all. So I think let's focus. Yeah, we have actually a few battles up and down the field. SSN and Hershey. Yeah, Smith has pulled away from Hershey, and he is pulling away. If you look at the timing shot as well.
Yeah, Hershey is
So,
coming under increased pressure from Sid
from
Venkatesh.
SSN, who look at the superior grip SSN has.
Sorry, SSN.
And yeah, SSN Sid I think is just trying to be a rear gunner. Oh, SSN has a bit of a moment there.
Yeah,
Maybe
he
have to
clips
reach
that
him.
curb quite a bit there.
Yeah, and I don't think this is gonna do him any favors. But yeah, as of now, or Hershey seems to be struggling. Does he have like hot tires or something?
This should be an easy overtake for SSN going on board with him now.
And Hershey doesn't even have DRS to defend. I don't know if
And
he
there's
is
a
back.
yellow
Yeah,
flag in
for
sector
whom?
1.